Device which is used to create weft knitted fabrics in a semi or fully automated fashion. It always produces a tube-shaped fabric. It is widely used throughout the knitting industry to produce fabric for its productivity and user-friendliness. In this video, I will give you clear concept how actually a circular knitting machine works. If circular knitting started from creel. Creel is used to place the yarn cone, from where the yarn is supplied to machine, through aluminum tube. From cone yarn go through the aluminum tube to positive feeder. Positive feeder is device which supply required amount of yarn to the needle, with proper tension. Let's see some important parts of positive feeder and their functions. Knot catcher. If yarn contain any knot, it minimizes by knot catcher. Magnetics tension or maintain proper yarn tension. Through the magnetic tensioner, yarn wounded into a pulley is called yarn pulley. Yarn pulley, store some extra yarn to ensure continuous supply of yarn to the machine. Upper side of positive feeder have two driving pulleys. Driving pulley got motion through the tooth belt. If any yarn breakage occurs, it detects by a sensor and stop the machine automatically by its automatic break detection system. From positive feeder yarn enter into the needle to forming loop through feeder guide. Then the yarn received by a needle and forming loop by the action of cam and sinker. Cams are the devices which convert the rotary machine drive into a suitable reciprocating action for the needles and other elements. Movement of each needle is obtained by means of cams acting on the needle butts. The sinker is the part of the machine that coordinates with the needle to create a stitch. The sinker pulls down the loop and holds it in place, while the needle pushes the yarn into the loop. The sinkers are also designed to support the fabric once it is stitched, so that it does not pull too much on the yarn. A close-up shows how a circular weft knitting needles knit one after another, in sequence for each yarn. Loops are formed horizontally by needles knitting around the cylinder forming a tube. After yarn knit on the knitting elements, the knitted fabric is passed over a spreader mechanism through take-up roll and is wound into a roll. This elliptical spreader distributes the take-up tension uniformly and enables the fabric to conform to a flat tube. And finally cut the roll of fabric and sent it to inspection machine to detect any fault in the fabric.